Welcome to Aviator DB News Briefing. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Here's a look at weather across the nation today. In the East Coast, New York is looking at dense drizzle with a high of 58 and a low of 47. In the central U.S., Chicago is looking at slight rain with a high of 50 and a low of 34. In the West Coast, Los Angeles is looking at partly cloudy with a high of 74 and a low of 52. Here are today's top stories. Embraer reports record $32.1 backlog driven by Finnair E195-E2 order. American Airlines resumes daily Miami-Caracas flights after 7-year gap. Beechcraft Bonanza crash kills 2 after takeoff in Minnesota. Now for the details. Embraer announced April 28th that its total backlog reached a record $32.1 billion in the first quarter of 2026, marking the 6th consecutive all-time high. The figure represents a 22% year-over-year increase, reflecting robust demand in the aerospace sector as supply chain constraints ease. The commercial aviation backlog specifically grew to $15.0 billion, a 50% rise year-over-year. This surge was driven largely by Finnair's order for up to 46 E195-E2 aircraft, including firm orders, options, and purchase rights. Company deliveries also saw significant gains, with 44 aircraft delivered across all units, a 47% increase from the 30 units delivered in the same period last year. Beyond commercial jets, the executive aviation backlog remains stable at $7.6 billion. While defense and security and services segments stood at $4.4 billion and $5.1 billion, respectively. Industry analysts view the record backlog as a positive indicator of the company's competitive edge in the regional market and its ability to scale production amid sustained global demand. U.S.-Venezuela passenger flights resume. American Airlines resumed daily nonstop service between Miami and Caracas, Venezuela, on April 30th, 2026, marking the first commercial U.S. airline flights to the country since 2019. The carrier is operating Embraer E175 aircraft on the route. Diplomatic breakthrough enables service. The flight resumption follows a significant shift in U.S.-Venezuela relations under the Trump administration. President Donald Trump announced plans to reopen commercial airspace over Venezuela, directing Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and the Federal Aviation Administration to clear regulatory barriers. The FAA confirmed its support for facilitating the return of regular travel between the two countries. Route details. American Airlines is the first U.S. carrier to restore Venezuelan service under the new framework. The daily flights operate subject to ongoing security assessments and regulatory approvals, reconnecting the two countries after a 7-year suspension of commercial aviation links. Fatal crash near Crystal Airport. A Beechcraft F-33A Bonanza with registration N8032X crashed shortly after takeoff April 25, 2026, from Crystal Airport, KMIC in Crystal, Minnesota. The accident killed the pilot and North Dakota state legislator Liz Kahn. According to reports compiled by the Blancalirio Aviation Channel, the aircraft had filed a flight plan for a 132 nautical mile trip to Park Rapids Municipal Airport, KPKD, and departed at 11:51 a.m. local time under clear weather conditions. Investigation underway. ADS-B data shows the aircraft reached 71 knots before descending into a park area less than 0.25 miles from the airport boundary. Air traffic control recordings captured a garbled transmission from the pilot shortly after takeoff, prompting controllers to clear other traffic from the area. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating potential causes, including engine failure or door issues, with wreckage analysis expected to provide insights. Pattern of recent incidents. This crash is part of a cluster of general aviation fatalities reported in late April 2026. The Blancalirio YouTube channel noted a pattern of takeoff and approach issues in single-engine piston aircraft, citing at least 4 other recent fatalities during the same period. Aviation Safety Network confirms the basic facts regarding the date, location, and aircraft type. That's all we have for today. You can get the latest aviation news at aviatordb.com.